Hello and welcome guys on Creative Gardening. This is Murtaza and today we are right now in my garden and I'm going to show you an update of my tomato plant which is doing really great. And you can see that I was working there, like I was planting some of my vegetables and I was starting seeds and all, but I want to show you my tomato plant first and then I'll show you some pots which I've bought, and also I'm going to show you how what will I plant in that pots. So now check out my tomato plant first. Okay, so this is my tomato plant and you can see that it is in this pot and it's growing so crazy. Like these are all tomato, this is all tomato plants, and you can see that there's a tomato over here also. Yeah, yeah, now it's right. See, there's a tomato coming and next to it you can see there's a flower, and this is a hanging basket which I've made from it is here from like class 6 months and it's doing great. I bought this from Pune and I showed a video on unboxing plants. It came from this, and this plant is a lantana. It grows well and then again I cut it and again it flush out so well. So every time it blooms, the next thing I do is I cut the blooms and then allow it to grow it again. And look at this, guys. Uh, these are the flowers from one single plant. There are totally one, two, three. There's one, two, three, four, the and five back over there. Total five plants, and this was a small update. What you guys can do when you're growing this tomatoes are like you need to tie it with a rope kind of thing so that it stays steady. When I was out for a month and I came back, they had grown so like they're flushed so much, so I tied a rope over here and then I've given support on these things. And next thing is like when they grow, just make sure that you twist it on the on the twine and it will work. They'll take the support and they won't fall off. So, and also you can see that there are some tomato plants like tomatoes hanging out over here. Basically these tomatoes are taken out from my big blue planter. I'll show you what happened with that thing also. Over here I had that plant which you have seen right now, and I cut that thing because it was getting so heavy and the whole thing was getting right. So I just removed all that and I left tomatoes on that because it was green. I wanted them to ripe, and once they ripe I'll just take out all the thing and I'll just throw away the plant, and I'm allowing this thing which is coming out of here, and I'm allowing this to grow. And you can see that there are so many new leaves and flowers coming over here, and there's a tomato also over here. So you guys are the planters which I bought yesterday, and you guys also can purchase all this from Amazon, or if you're from Hyderabad you can go to Hydergoda. uh, it's in it's near Himayat Nagar, Bashir Bagh. You can go there and there's a whole market. You can buy that from anyone. There are 2 3 shops which they keep all these things. You can buy from any of the shops, they are correct. I'll show you that first, and then what I'm going to plant I'll show you that next. So inside this I have all the planters which I bought, and you can see that I'm having so much mess over here because I was working this morning on some planters. And you can see that I'm having here, this is a coleus with a white and pink color. Like you get these seedlings easily if you're from Hyderabad. Just check out nurseries, and if you're going to Bashir Bagh you'll get everything over there. So this is one with like that. This is a begonia. This is a begonia, and I think this is called a dianthus, and I love the color. I repotted this morning, and I'm keeping this over here. Once I'll water it, I'll be keeping it in the sunshine, in towards in my main area where it gets more amount of sun. So now I'll show you what is there inside this package. So basically these are cones like thing. You get it in like green and white and like more colors. I bought this red because I'm having a white red theme going on. So I think this will look beautiful. Inside this you can put a white color pot. I'll show you how it looks if you put a white color, this white pot inside this, but I think it will be very big for that. Or else you can take a small pot also. I don't have any small white pot right now over here. So but anything you can just hang this over here with a, yeah, with you can just tie a knot with a rope, or you can use aluminum wire to just tie it, or a binding wire, and you can put any of the pot, like I think 6-inch pot will go. I think this is, I don't, there's not mentioned flower pot 40, but I think 6 to 4-inch pot will go inside that. And these next thing is, okay, these are coriander seeds, and these are big huge planters, like these are like railing planters, which like we have spaces which have high railings, so we can use this handle over there. And as I told you that I'm going for white and red theme, so these are the red pots, and white pots are already ready, and you guys might have seen that on Instagram. And if you're not following me, if you're not seen, just go to my Instagram account, you can see all that over there. And now I have to decide what plants will go in what things. Like I have this to plant and I have this to plant. So let's check out what right now I'm having with me. So the nursery man gave me this plant. They told this can go in any of your hanging baskets or railing planters. This will work good over there, but it has dried out. I need to just trim off the dried leaves because I did not water. Next over here is also the same plant. This is a chlorophytum. uh, this I don't know, but basically this is like from a long time I'm having this plant, and I really don't care for this plant a lot. Yeah, I don't care for this plant a lot because it's like I water it, I don't water it, it just propagates by itself, and it's very less maintenance plant. So I love this kinds of plants, but I am not going to put that because it is looking shabby kind of thing right now, and it won't go with the color because that is anyhow red and this purple. So I want to go with some other plant. The next I have here is mint. No, this is called an Acastaceae. I think I have shown you this plant in my last video, so you guys might be remembering this is an Acastaceae. This right over here is a lantana, and this is also in a purple color. So I think I'll be planning to put lantanas, and I think this is an English ivy which has like dried, but just check out, there are new leaves coming out of this, and it grows so fast. So I think you this will work well for that planter. So totally four I need to plant, and I'll take two of these, and I have two lantanas over here also, which are in yellow color. So I think any of from any of this collection I'll be taking two plants for the small pot and two big plants for that big red pot. Just let's repot it. Guys, I'm done with the planting stuff, and here I'm having two lantanas. These are yellow in color, and this is my long single hand railing planter, they call it. It has a long, as you can see, it's a long planter. I love this. Like I did not use this for a long time. Like I have been seeing this in store from like past 1 year, but I thought it will not go with the theme, and it looks a little shabby, but I think it looks good. And just leave me a comment if you're liking this spot. Should I go with this, or should I try something with a smaller handle? And I have two over here, and this is some way I'm going to be placing this. And you can see that I have left like around 2 to 3 inches from the top, because once you water it, the water won't go at a stretch down. So you need to make like you should leave some space, so that you when you water it, there's some space, some place, so that the water does not come out of the pot. And same with this, but I have not given so much of place over here, like, but I think it will work well because these are small pots and they won't dry out very frequently. I want to show you guys that I've planted some garlic, and I've started some. I told you that I've started some vegetable seeds, So I want to show you that before ending the video, and then I'll end it. So basically, I've planted one and two small pots. So this is a 6-inch pot, and this is also a 6-inch pot, and I'm having garlic inside this. The I want, like, I'll harvest it at a very young stage. I don't want big bulbs to form for this garlic, but I have grown one more. I've started garlic in this also, but I've used very big cloves for this because I want a big, like, a big garlic from this pot, and from this spot I really don't want very big kind of garlic. I want to just use that leafy thing for my breakfast, because if you're a Muslim and if you're Dawoodi Bhora, you might be knowing that we make lesson out of this, like it's called lesson only, we tell lesson. So if you know that, we are, and you get this in market also, but I'm trying to this is the second time I'm trying to grow. Last year also I grew it in another pot which was a rectangular shape, and that's the best for growing garlic. And you can see that it's not like I don't have very long, like this is not a very long pot or tall pot so that it can form garlics. I've basically used to just, I want the green part of it from this thing. And over here I've started green peas. No, 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 not green peas. I've started cluster beans. I've started cherry tomatoes. Then I've also started some cucumbers and some strawberry and some broccoli and some lettuce. It's like two lines I have spread out in the whole seedling tray. Just pray that it comes right properly for me, and I don't forget to like water, because I tend to forget watering my seedlings. And sometimes what I do is, like, when they are like so tiny kind of thing, I just water it with a mug and everything dies off. But this time I'll make sure that I use my watering wand very properly so that it does not damage any of my seedlings. So guys, this is how I spent my Sunday today, and you can see that I'm wearing a uh, very full sleeves t-shirt because it's chilling out here in Hyderabad. Uh, but I'm loving the weather right now, and I have to do so much of work. You can see that behind I have the pipe, and I have to just keep the things properly. And I hope you guys liked hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.